Hey, wish I can't see. It's all blurred out. Hey, wish I can't see.
What's up, Funkaholics? Got a pretty big shipment from Hot Topic in front of me. I've had a pretty good track record from Hot Topic. I very rarely get something damaged from them. And their shipping is only $2 in the United States, so you can't beat that. They tend to bubble wrap the pops pretty aggressively, so they're usually safe. But these boxes aren't the best. Like this one, you know, something was put on top of this, or something hit it on top. It took a hit right here on the side. And it's got some general bends and creases all over. These boxes aren't the most structurally sound, so you kind of have to get lucky, which I have been. So hopefully all these pops are in pretty good shape. Hot Topic does tend to have a pretty good return policy though, but it's still a pain in the ass to go to the store and return them, because that's the whole point of ordering online, to save time. And honestly, it's cheaper to buy them online. I believe I got all these pops for around $9 a piece. Where in store, they usually run you around 10. Sometimes $1 or $2 more. So yeah, if you're curious about ordering from HotTopic.com, you'll get to see exactly how these are packaged and what to expect as far as box damage goes. Looks like this time maybe it was just wrapped in paper. Oh no, we got bubble wrap and boxes inside of boxes and paper. Pretty good. And here's the first one, Terrence from South Park. Didn't get the chase, but that's okay. I believe that I saw the chase Philip for as little as $20 online. So I might go ahead and order that one, because it would be nice to have a normal one and then one with the flag instead of both of them with the flag, or both with the same body. And I actually heard that these ones actually might have a bobble on the head, so they actually look like the way they do in the cartoon. So I'm going to open up and look. And they do have a bobble. That's awesome. I believe this is one of the only ones I have that isn't Marvel or Star Wars that actually has a bobble in it. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of wish that every single Funko Pop was a bobblehead. I just like them so much better. The heads feel like a lot more solid on the bobble. I guess that sounds weird because, you know, it's not, you know, it bobbles around. But I don't know, the materials used in the bobbleheads feel more solid than just the regular pops. The regular pops feel like they're a lot softer plastic. But yeah, that's really awesome that they decided to give Terrence and Philip bobbleheads. Because, yeah, you know, the Canadian characters have that weird way they animate them.
The United States has graphic violence on television all the time. We can't believe that a movie with some foul language would piss you off so much.
Because it's evil!
Can I finish? Please, can I finish? Okay, I'm finished.
It's a little crooked, but all you gotta do is mess around with that to make it perfectly straight, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. And here is Harry from the Kingsman. And his box looks pretty good. Yeah, they really packaged them up really nice this time. And that is a cool looking pop. At first I thought his glasses had like a bluish tint, but it looks like they're just kind of clear plastic, which is nice. But at first I thought they were tinted to be kind of like in the movie. But yeah, this is a really, really cool looking pop as well. And here's Valentine from Kingsman. And he also looks really good. Box is in pretty good shape. I would say mint condition. And yeah, I really like how they did his eyes, kind of squinting like that. They really did a good job making these pretty much just human characters look interesting. Because sometimes the human characters can look kind of boring. But I really did think this set was done nicely. Still not sure which pops are in these and which aren't. I'm not sure why some of them come like that. I wish they all did. But here is Kyle. And I do think, I know a lot of you guys don't like the way these South Park Pops look, but I think this wave looks pretty good. The only one I've seen that I really didn't like was the new Cartman where he's holding Clyde Frog. I like everything about it except for they put like his like double chin, like they put his, like they painted the lines on, or it's like a decal. So it kind of looks like a second mouth instead of the chin. I wish they would have just molded that in, like just give him a double chin, mold it in. I think it would have looked a lot better because the way they did it looks just kind of funky to me. But yeah, I really do like the way this Kyle turned out. And here is Eggsy. And his box also came in pretty good, so this Hot Topic shipment was excellent. Ended up ordering 5. Looks like that's a pretty good number because they will put it in this bigger box and really protect it. So ordering 5 at a time is not a bad way to go. And yeah, I really like this pop as well with his little dog. That was a really nice touch. They didn't have to add that. And I would have bought it even without the dog, but the fact that they added his little pug in there was a really, really nice touch. And yeah, it looks really good. Alright guys, so as you can see, Hot Topic does a pretty good job with their shipment. I always feel pretty good about ordering from them, even if the box takes a few hits. Let me know what your experience has been with Hot Topic. And also let me know how you feel about bobbleheads, because I personally prefer the bobbleheads over the fixed head pops for a few reasons. I think they're just funnier. I think the way the heads bobble is just hilarious. I feel that they use a more solid vinyl on the bobbleheads. And I also think it just makes sense for the design, because the original bobblehead figures were the ones that had the big head like that because they needed space for the spring in there. And that's why the bobbleheads are just designed the way they are. So the Funko Pops without the bobble doesn't seem to make sense why they're designed that way, unlike the ones that actually bobble. In fact, people that don't know about Funko Pops, that look at my collection, just assume that they're all bobbleheads. Like, you know, the people that aren't aware that the Star Wars and the Marvel ones are the ones that bobble, they just think they're all bobbleheads because they look like bobbleheads. And some of them have actually thought it was weird that some of them bobble and some of them don't. Like, I imagine that Funko looks at the bobble as a workaround for licensing, but honestly, I just think they're better. And I don't know, maybe the ones that don't bobble are cheaper to make. So it makes sense from a business standpoint why they don't all bobble. And I guess just some people hate the bobble. So let me know what your thoughts on that are. Also, I'm going to be having a giveaway coming up real soon. Probably in the next week or so. So keep your eyes open for that. And as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Happy collecting and have a good one.
Headlights in the night, look right out the, I'm bold, I see it is night.